So this guy, he keeps screaming, who is the Christian want to debate me? I challenge all Christians to debate me. Who dare to debate me? Can you debate me? Then Christian Prince, he called him to debate him. Then what he do? You want to hear what he did? Let me play some of it for you.
Hello everyone.
Oh, this is not the original video. Hold on. Let us see the original video. Where is the original video? Hold on. The seed and the sun.
Show me your face.
Why?
Show me your face. Give me your name.
Christian,
Huh?
you don't want
You
to...
see, you want to be known by people. That's why you want to debate me. And you accuse me of a lot of bad things. If you're a Christian...
Guys, you want to debate me because you want to be known by people. We never heard of this guy before. And I am the one who need to be known by debating him. Show me your face. Show me your face. Like, what the heck? Why those people are obsessed with my face? Show me. You, what happened to the brave man who debated, want to debate, who's a Christian, want to debate me? The second he say Christian Prince in the field, he have poo in his panty, if he's wearing one.
Show me your face.
Why?
Show me your face. Give me your name.
Christian, you don't want to...
You want to be known by people. That's why you want to debate me. And you accuse me of a lot of bad things. If you're a Christian, if you...
Accuse me of a lot of bad things. Well, you keep saying to them, donate for me, donate for me, donate for me. I am debating the Christians, donate for me, donate for me. So obviously you are just a fraud. Because if you are collecting donation, claiming that you are the one who can refute the Christians, and when we come to you, you run away, obviously this is a scam. When the Muslims, they donate to you, at least do what you promised them to do. Debate the Christians. Here we go, we came to you. What do you do? Barbecue?
You are Christian. If you're a good Christian, you will not be like this. You accuse me a lot of things.
I accuse him to be decent. He got upset. I said, if you are decent, debate me. He got upset. Never say that to our Sheikh. That is an insult. Because he's not. You know that he will not debate you anyway. So he's not decent.
Why?
I'm not doing this for money, my friend. How come you accuse me of everything?
Nobody accusing you nothing. You want to debate?
No, you accuse me. I read. Someone send me your message.
Why didn't you answer?
Me a lot of things.
Why didn't you answer?
How can I, brother? How can I? So look. I have debated an American here. You want to see it?
I'm not.
I debated a true American.
A true American.
Born American.
Born American.
Unlike you, you're not American. Because.
Not like you, Christian Prince, you are not American. Muslims are not racist. They are not. I debated a true American. A true American. Who is here a Filipino? I love Filipino people. By the way, Filipino are the nicest people ever you can imagine. I love Filipino people. They have really a place in my heart. They are wonderful people. I mean, you can go to any country in the world, you will not find nice people as the Filipinos. When they talk to you, they speak with respect. You know, they are very polite. For sure, there's bad and good everywhere, right? But I can say like 90, maybe 97% of the Filipinos are amazing, wonderful people. I love them really, from my heart. But do the Filipinos deserve this? Frauds? No, this is not my voice. It's a guy who called him. He lived in the Philippines. You know, he called him by phone because he have his phone too. He says, call me, like hello. I don't call people. I call them by Skype only. I never call by phone. So a person who is in my program, he called him and he put me in, to speak with him. right? Where is this? Where is the sheikh? So all of them, they are sheikh. The second they appear in front of Christian prince, they turn to shakuka. Yeah, what he meant by true American, he meant a blonde, green or blue eyes. And you know, those are racist. You know, the Muslims really are racist. They always think highly of the white man. Muhammad, the white man. If you watch videos about describing how white Muhammad is, Muslims in YouTube, they have tons of videos about the descendant of the Prophet. The descendant of the Prophet. All of them, they are redhead people. Let me find you a video. Hold on. This is a very racist cult. Guys, look at this. The descendant of a Prophet Muhammad. Take a look. Extreme red head white people. They are not only white, they are extreme white to the... Are you taking a shower with the Clorox? I mean, they are out of color, totally. Those are the descendants of Prophet Muhammad. And then if you search for the video description of Prophet Muhammad, brother, are you ready? Now you will hear how pretty Prophet Muhammad was. He was the most pretty girl ever you can imagine. He's so pretty. He's so white. You like white? Do you? Don't you? Be honest with me.
Looked like I saw a man of striking appearance.
Striking.
ظاهر الوضاء أبلج الوجه radiant face حسن
He have a radiant face. He's so white to the point he have a radiant face. Ablaj. Ablaj is so white. You see, they don't translate in English. He is so white to the point he is radiant.
الخلق beautifully created.
Oh boy.
لم تعبه الثجلة. His belly wasn't protruding.
I love the belly. Tell us about the belly of the Prophet. What happened to the belly?
His belly wasn't protruding.
Like what?
لم تعبه الثجلة. His belly wasn't الثجلة. His belly wasn't protruding. His belly wasn't protruding.
Have you ever heard of a religion? They are talking about how sexy the belly of their prophet. Your prophet belly was so beautiful. I'm really thinking to convert to Islam now. Is that your prophet, the belly, the cable guy? His belly if you watch the whole videos you will die laughing, so I'm going to save you from dying many times. I will move a little bit to show you how things get even so hot. So if you are like from San Francisco or something, I advise you not to watch this because you will get so excited. All right, be careful. You know, I mean, just warning, disclaimer. And then the Prophet Muhammad. What happened when Prophet Muhammad, the white man, appeared at night? Do you know what happened? You will not believe it.
Rasulullah. Anas ibn Malik says, He says, I came out one night, I came out one night, it was the full moon night.
Yeah. Look, the guy, he is so emotional, he cannot even continue talking. Because now he's talking about how sexy Muhammad is. Did you notice how, like, I don't know what to say. Look at this movement, look at this movement. No, do it again. Do it again, please. Oh, please don't stop. No, the word is not coming. Look, squeeze it, man. And the background, the music is hilarious. Please don't stop. No way. This is what happened just to tell the story. Like he's out of words. He opened his mouth, but the word is not coming. Unbelievable. Alhamdulillah. Do you think it's going to come today or next year? Please, can you try again? Okay, look at me. Look at me. Hold on. Look at me. Focus. Focus. It's coming. It is. Okay. No. Just look here. Okay, look. Okay, now. Look at my finger. Not the middle finger. No. Here. Okay, now you go. You can make it.
And I looked.
Finally, Alhamdulillah, finally, he was able to say, I looked. It took me a surgery. I mean, do you see how difficult to describe the Prophet of Allah because he is so pretty? I look at the, and now he will cry. Not only he like, look, he opened his mouth now, he will start like, it's so emotional.
I looked at the moon, and in the desert, understand, the moon is an awesome sight. It is smooth. It is radiant. It is clear. It is gentle compared to the scorching sun at which they are used to. So the moon was the epitome of beauty. So
now we will compare the epitome of a beauty with the most beauty person in the world, Prophet of Allah.
So he says, I came out at a full moon night and I looked at the...
Look, hold on. We have to stop here. Guys, we have to take a break. What is the video of commercial break? I need to find it so we can play it. Commercial break. I mean, we should make a commercial break about if you like to be beautiful with makeup. Like, what? Commercial break.
But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question, that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
Exactly, brother. Halal fun. How we can have halal fun? By looking at the moon and looking at the Prophet. Looking at the moon and looking at the Prophet.
He says, I came out at a full moon night and I looked at the moon and I saw it beautiful, handsome. So I said, let me go see if the moon is more handsome or my Prophet is more handsome. Let me see if that is more beautiful or the Prophet is more beautiful. So I went and I saw him standing afar. So I looked at his face and I looked at the moon. I saw him standing afar. So I looked at his face and I looked at the moon and I looked at his face. So I looked at his face and I looked at the moon and I looked at his face and I looked at the moon and I looked at his face and I looked at the moon. So I looked at his face and I looked at the moon, and I looked at his face, and I looked at the moon. So I looked at his face, and I looked at the moon, and I looked at...
Question, please. Why he look at his face, not at his ass? I mean, obviously, the one who is making description, he like men. So it doesn't make sense that he is focusing in the face only. Are you hiding some information from us? The guy, he is walking in the middle of the night, and the moon is there, and Muhammad is there. So I look at the moon, I look at his face, I look at his moon, I look at the face, I look at the moon, I look at the face.
And I looked at the moon, and I looked at his face, and I... So I looked at his face. So I looked at his face. So I looked at his...
Hold on, I'm trying to say where you are looking right now. It doesn't look like you are looking at the face because you were looking down. I got you busted. Muslims, look at his eyes. If he was looking at the face of Muhammad, why is he looking down? It's a clear evidence he was looking at something, saying something else. Not the
more
face.
beautiful, or the Prophet is more beautiful. So I went...
The Prophet is more beautiful for sure. Are you kidding me? This is how stupid this cult is. They worship a man, and they talk about how beautiful he is. And by the way, all this description, who guarantee that all description is true? I mean, all of those things is made up 300 years after Muhammad died. I look at his face, I look at his hands, I look at his face, I look at his arms, I look at his face, I look at his belly.
And I saw him standing afar. So I looked at...
How he's so far, and he was able to look at his face in the middle of the night. But man, the Prophet was so shining on radiation, nuclear. Nuclear. As you see, this is a very pagan religion. They worship a man, they replace God by a man, his name is Muhammad. Actually, the name Muhammad means the praised one. So the purpose of Islam to exist, to replace worshipping the true God and to worship a man, his name is Muhammad, which is not a true name. His real name is Qatham. So he changed his name for the sake of being God in earth. He is Satan, he is Lucifer, the devil. And to prove that everything Muhammad did was an act of Lucifer. From child assault, raping children, raping women, even taking his own son wife, even making verses in the Quran that any woman she can give herself to the Prophet so he can F her. To the point even he gave himself a privilege, and that was all a privilege for Muhammad only, that if his eyes fall into a woman, her husband must divorce her so the Prophet can F her. Is that an act of a prophet or an act of Lucifer? Somebody saying here, do you think that Muhammad was LED face? I think so. I think it was very strong LED, to be honest with you. A lot of lemon, a lot of lemon stuff, you know, whatever they say. Do we have any Muhammadan? He have any idea why he is worshipping Islam? Aka Muhammad? Any Muhammadan? Any half one? What happened to the proud Muhammadan? Are you Muhammadan afraid that if you call me you will leave your religion? Prove me wrong that you are not afraid from such a thing. Call us, and you can look at the moon and look at the Prophet at the same time. Nobody will stop you. Any Muhammadan? Mayday, mayday, mayday. So from a guy who want to debate a Christian prince, he debate a real American, to a guy speaking about the belly of the Prophet and his belly bomb, by the way. I mean, they have a lot of description, but the belly bomb of the Prophet was so beautiful, brother. Hey Muslims, do you have any description about his private part? Come on, be honest with me. I mean, the one who speak about the Billy bomb, he go down a little bit. Hello? Hello? I debated in American. True American. You can tell this guy he can crush me in the debate.
Why didn't you answer?
Me.
Why didn't you answer?
How can I, brother, how can I, look.
Look.
I have debated an American here.
Oh, wait.
You want to see it?
I'm not.
Yeah?
I debated a true American, born American. Unlike you, you're not American. Because you have an accent.
Well,
Okay.
why don't you want to debate Christian Prince?
I will debate you. My condition is I want to see your ugly face first. I want to see your name.
Look at this. He want to see my ugly face. This guy must be a prophet. How he knew that? Did you hear it, Muslims? How in the world he discovered that I have an ugly face? Obviously, because if I don't have ugly face, I will be putting my camera and everybody can see how handsome I am. And then the Muslim, they will speak about my belly bump. He want to see my ugly face. Why you want to see my ugly face? Sound fishy for me. Are you going to debate me or you want to see my ugly face? Okay, tell us more.
I want to know your name. We will arrange everything. I debated. There are at least 3 times I have experience in Paltalk. Okay?
Okay.
You give
But we are speaking to you in the phone. What Paltalk? I mean, we call you in the phone. Here we go. There's a start. So what those potatoes, Abdul, they start now debating about how to debate, but they will not debate. And they refuse at the end to debate anyway. We are calling him by phone. It's not a Paltalk no more. So they will not do it. No. Who is here in Filipino? If you are a Filipino and you are listening, you can call all your sheikhs in the Philippines, tell them shame on you not to debate Christian Prince. Just to show you how silly this religion is. Those people, they are only willing to debate a Christian who knows nothing about Islam. Only. Because they want to attack you so you cannot respond by exposing them from their own cult. This is why what we do here is extremely important, to educate the Christians about how to crush, not to debate. We don't debate, we crush Islam. And the proof, here we go. I have my Skype open. Where are they? When you will start the Bible channel, we will see. You see, because I found that here I'm needed more than just a Bible channel, you know what I mean? There's many people that teach the Bible, and I'm not going to add too much, you know what I mean? But there's not too many people that can do what I do when it's come to Muhammad. Do we have any Filipinos here? If you are a Filipino, call the sheikhs in the Philippines and tell them, you know what? I have an offer for the sheikh in the Philippines. If you call me and you win, I will give you 10 balut. Once I was in the beach in the Philippines, and there was a guy behind me standing in the middle of the beach. There's nobody there. It's only me. And he was standing here bicycle. He says, balut, balut. I said, what the heck? And I look, there's nobody there. I mean, why he's screaming to this guy? I thought there's a guy, his name is Balut. So he's standing just behind me, Balut. Like, what the heck? So I said, hey, listen, there's nobody here. And obviously, Balut, he cannot hear you. He said to me, sir, Balut is a food. Do you want some? So I thought all this time he's calling somebody. His name is Balut, or maybe his dog or something, like nobody's answering Balut. And he's standing just behind me and there's nobody else in the beach. Balut. So listen, if you debate me and you win, I will give you 10 Balut. You know what? 20. You know what? I will make a contract with you to supply you for Balut for the rest of your life. Retirement Balut plan. Oh boy. Do we have any Abdul? Anyone? Nobody? Nobody want to have a balloon? What the heck? We are out of tricks. We're trying all the tricks. Let us see this guy, if he is decent. Hello?
You Muslim women are full of AIDS. And now I wanted to...
Hey, Abdul, see, when you Muslim, you say to us that we Christian full of AIDS, I respond to you. And the truth is that number one, sex tourists in the world are Muslims who go to Thailand, who go to everywhere for the sake of sex. So when you accuse the Christians that our women, they have AIDS, I respond to your stupid statement. Coward, son of Muta. Christian women have AIDS. So who is number one tourist in the world for sex? Muslim men. And what Muslim men they bring with them when they go home? AIDS. And they will give it to who? To Muslim women. So when your sister, she say, Christian Prince, you are single because all women, Christian women, they have AIDS. Reality check, my friend. It hurt. Do we have any brave Abdul? He dared to call me. You have AIDS. Muhammad have AIDS. Sex tourist. In the month of Ramadan, half of Saudi Arabia goes to do sex tourist business. It is the truth. And what they bring with them home? AIDS. There's no sex tourist in the world can beat the cult of Muhammad. According to Fox News, which is according to Google, Pakistan should not be called Pakistan, should be called Pornistan. Why? Because it is number one country in the world. Who search for sex with donkeys, children rape. Let us show you. It's true. This is how much obsessed with sex you are. Let us see the news. You brought this to yourself. Pakistan porn search top 1 Google. Here we go. Brother, is that true news or fake news, brother? So what if we send those Abduls who they are searching, number one people in the world who search for sex with goats? What if we send them to a country, have a freedom? What they would do? Read, number one nation in sexy web search, call it Pornistan. Call it what? Pornstan. And what Pornistan will bring? AIDSistan. You won't find a strip club in Islamic countries. Most Islamic countries have certain dress code, said Gabriel Said, professor of Islamic studies. So here is the irony. Google ranks Pakistan number one in the world who search for pornography. And what they search for? I wish they search just for pornography. top dog per person for horse sex. For what? You search for horse sex, which means having sex with a horse. Donkey sex. Rape pictures. Rape sex. Child sex. You know, Christian Prince is, insulting Muslims. I'm not. So, did Islam make you a better person? Or you became a sex addict and you go to other countries just to have sex and bring AIDS with you? It's the truth. So when you say to Christian Prince, Christian women, they have AIDS, we laugh at your statement and we prove the opposite. Live with it. Followers of the Mut'a Prophet. And by the way, if there's any proof that Muhammad himself did not die from AIDS, let me make it simple for you. Muhammad in the end of his life was really sick for a long time. Very long time. Now, the hadith says that Muhammad, he died because of a poison. Right? This is what the hadith is saying. But there's other hadith proving that Muhammad, he never slept with any woman. She is not infected maybe by him. How we can prove that? Read carefully. Let us find the hadith. Read carefully. This is Muhammad describing the water of the women in their vagina of all the women he slept with, saying the following: the water of the man is white and thick, and the women water is thin and yellow. Now I want the Muslims to go check and tell me why the women Muhammad he is sleeping with, all of them, they have a yellow water. What is that exactly? That happens only if you have a sexual disease. Prove me wrong. Any Abdul? Why all the women Muhammad he slept with? As you see, Muhammad he is giving definition for women water. So he never saw a woman water, she don't have a yellow water. Where in her vagina? We're not talking about water of you spitting, or this is a water he see in the vagina. Isn't it, this is a sexual infection? You can go right now and search for yellow color in your private part as a female. And you will see that this is sexual infection. And if the women she have it, that means Muhammad he have it. Correct, guys? If those women who Muhammad he sleep with, they have it, that means Muhammad he have it. Because simply sexual infection will happen for both. The one who slept with and the other one who is a partner. Any Muhammadan? So why you get upset for saying the truth? So you accuse us with things, we got you busted, and you go cry, Christian Prince is saying this, I say that as a response for your stupid assault in Christian women. And look at you, here we go, you're a prophet, all his wives, they have either STD or whatever STD, AIDS, I don't know. What they have. And obviously Muhammad have it too, because he's sleeping with them. And look how smart the prophet is. And Muhammad, he continues saying, Muhammad is a person, he can't stop making poo-poo from his mouth. And then, when he say, the water of the man is thick and white, and the women water is thin and yellow, whichever of them comes first, the child will resemble the parents. Isn't this is so deep? The one who comes first He decide how the baby look like? Boy or a girl? That's so deep. Hey Muslims, why you don't make a video about this?